Good morning, class 7. Today we are going to start a new chapter in Reader Expert Detectives. Nishad, a boy of 7, also called 7 because his name means the seventh note on the musical scale, and his 10-year-old sister Maya are very curious about one Mr. Nath. That means Nishad and Maya, who are brother and sister, they are very eager to know about a person named Mr. Nath. Then one day, the children's marble rolls into Mr. Nath's room, and Nishad gets a chance to see him. Is he a crook on the run? That means, is Mr. Nishad a thief who is being chased by the police? Why is his face badly scarred? Why has he no friends? Nishad's mother, a doctor, knows Mr. Nath as a patient who is very polite. So, Mr. Nath is a polite person, and Nishad's mother knows Mr. Nath as a patient. Expert detectives. As we walked back towards the clinic, 7 said, remember, 7 is the name given to Nishad because he is 7 years old also, and the name has been and the word Nishad means the seventh note on the musical scale. As we walked back towards the clinic, 7 said, he doesn't look like anything like a monster, Maya. But did you see how thin he is? Maybe he is very poor and can't afford to eat. So 7 is saying all these things about Mr. Nath. He says that Mr. Nath looks like a monster. He is so lean and thin. It seems he is very poor and he can't afford anything to eat. He can't be poor if he is a crook on the run. So Nishad's mother is saying that Mr. Nath can't be a poor person if he is being chased by the police, if he is a thief. I told him he has probably got millions of rupees stashed away somewhere in that room. She is saying to Nishad that Mr. Nath, if he is a crook, then Mr. Nath must have got millions of rupees which he has hidden in the room. Do you really think he is a criminal, Maya? He doesn't look like one. Nishad looked doubtful. So now Maya is talking. Here Maya and Nishad are talking to each other, not Nishad and his mother. Maya and Nishad, who are brothers and sisters, they are talking to each other. And now he is asking Maya, do you think he is a criminal, Maya? He doesn't look like one. Nishad looked doubtful. Nishad is not very sure whether Mr. Nath looks like a criminal or not. Of course, he is one, 7, I said. And he certainly isn't starving. Mr. Mehta told us that Ramesh brings his meals up from the restaurant downstairs. So, they are agreeing to this fact that Mr. Nath is not a poor man because every day Ramesh brings meals from the restaurant, and this shows that he is not starving, he is not a poor man. But Maya, Mr. Mehta told us he doesn't work anywhere. So, how can he possibly have money to pay for food? Nishad said. Now, both Maya and Nishad, they are very much eager to know the ins and outs of Mr. Nath. They are very eager to find out the details, how Mr. Nath is getting so much of money that he can afford to eat food from the restaurant every day. Because according to Nishad, Mr. Nath does not do any work. He does not go anywhere to do some job. Exactly, I exclaimed. He must have lots of money hidden somewhere, maybe in that trunk in his room. It's probably full of silver and gold and jewels, and now all these things they are guessing, both Nishad and Maya. They are guessing that Mr. Nath must have got a lot of money which he has kept in the trunk in his room, and maybe there is a lot of gold, silver, jewels, etc. What rubbish, Nishad interrupted. I know I am right, stupid, I told him. By the way, 7, did you see his scars? I couldn't. It was too dark, but I bet he got them during the shootout with the police or something. Now all these things Maya and Nishad are guessing about Mr. Nath, and they are talking to each other and discussing about the scars which are there on Mr. Nath's face. And they are telling each other that maybe he has got those scars when the police must have caught hold of him, and during the shootout he must have got these scars on his face. Mummy told us quite clearly they were burn scars, Nishad said firmly. Perhaps the police had to set his house on fire to force him out, I suggested. 7 looked unsure. Now Maya is saying that maybe the police must have set his house on fire so that Mr. Nath could come out of his house and police would catch him. But 7, that is Nishad, does not look very sure about Maya's opinion. On the Monday following Mama's birthday, 7 went alone with her to the clinic at Girgaon, as I was spending the evening with a school friend. When they returned, Nishad told me he had been to see Mr. Nath, and I felt most annoyed that I hadn't been there, because Maya also was eager to see Mr. Nath. She was equally eager to meet Mr. Nath as Nishad was. So when Nishad told that he had been to Mr. Nath's house, Maya was annoyed. 7 had been quite upset about Mr. Nath's gaunt appearance. Gaunt means sickly appearance. He was looking sick, as we have read in the starting of the story that Mr. Nath was a lean and thin fellow. He looked hungry looking. It seems that he was very poor. He did not get enough food to eat. 7 had been quite upset about Mr. Nath's gaunt appearance and was sure that he was starving. So when he met Mr. Nath, when he looked at him and saw his lean and thin figure, he thought that Mr. Nath was starving. He did not have enough food to eat. He told me that he had knocked loudly on Mr. Nath's door that evening and said, "Open the door quickly, Mr. Nath." The man had opened it and asked him, "Lost another marble?" Now the man opened the door, Mr. Nath opened the door and asked Nishad, "Why have you come here? Have you lost another marble in my house?" He had obviously recognized my brother. "No," said Nishad. He had taken the man's hand in his own and thrust a bar of chocolate into it. "Did you get a chance to peek into the trunk?" Peek means to look into something quickly. Try to find out something inquisitively. "Did you get a chance to peek into the trunk, 7?" I asked. So now Maya is asking Nishad that when you went to Mr. Nath's house, did you get a chance to look inside the trunk? Did you try to see what was kept in the trunk? Nishad looked disappointed. "He didn't even ask me in," he said. Then he smiled. "But I did find out something, Maya. I went down to the restaurant where Ramesh works and talked to him." Now Nishad is telling Maya that no, I could not look into the trunk. I could not peep inside the trunk because he did not allow me to enter his house. But yes, I have found something else. And what did he find out? He had found out some details after talking to Ramesh, who used to work in the restaurant. "Good for you, Mr. Detective," I said, patting him on the back. "I hope you questioned him properly." Now Maya is saying this to Nishad, that I hope when you met Ramesh, you must have questioned him fairly well to get the details about Mr. Nath. 7 looked pleased. Ramesh told me that he takes 2 meals for Mr. Nath every morning and evening and 2 cups of tea, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. Ramesh says he is not very particular about what he eats. It's always the same food, 2 chapatis, some dal, and a vegetable. Mr. Nath pays cash and tips well. Ramesh told me something very strange, Maya. 7 added. Almost every Sunday he carries 2 lunches to Mr. Nath's room, and the same man is with him each time. He is tall, fair, stout, and wears spectacles. Ramesh says his visitor talks a lot, unlike Mr. Nath, who hardly speaks. So Ramesh has given 2 important details about Mr. Nath. One was that Mr. Nath used to take 2 meals a day from Ramesh, one for the morning and one for the evening, and he was not very much interested in his variety of food. He used to eat everything the same meal. And another important secret which Nishad came to know through Ramesh was that every Sunday a man used to come and meet Mr. Nath. He was a tall man, a stout person, and wore specs. He was a talkative person. He used to talk a lot, and in this way he was very different from Mr. Nath, because Mr. Nath used to speak very little. Well done, Nishad, I told him. Now that we have made some progress with our inquiries, we'll have to sort out all the facts like expert detectives so that we can trap the crook. Now they are very happy that after such a long time, at least they have got some details about Mr. Nath. So they say, Nishad and Maya, they are talking to each other and saying that we have to sort out all the facts. Whatever facts we are getting about Mr. Nath, we have to sort out the facts like expert detectives so that we can actually catch hold of the thief or the crook. How you do go on, Maya? 7 sighed. Now 7 is asking Maya, how will you proceed with this work of finding out the details and sorting them out? How will you sort out the details regarding the crook? How can you possibly imagine he is a crook? Another important question which he is asking is that how you will come to know that Mr. Nath is a crook? He looks so ordinary. He looks like any ordinary human being. Criminals can look quite ordinary, smarty, I retorted. Did you see the picture of the Hyderabadi housebreaker in the papers yesterday? He looked like any other man on the street. Nishad looked doubtful. So now they are talking to each other, and Nishad says that criminals look like any ordinary human being. They don't have special looks. They don't look different. So one should be very careful. The monsoons broke the next day. That means it started raining. Dark clouds accompanied by blinding flashes of lightning and roaring rolls of thunder burst with all their fury, flooding the streets with a heavy downpour. School was to have reopened after the summer holidays, but no traffic could move through the flooded roads, and there was an unexpected holiday. There was an unexpected holiday due to heavy rainfall. I thought I would spend the time usefully. I sat at my desk in our bedroom with a sheet of paper before me. So now they have found, Nishad and Maya, both of them have found some details about Mr. Nath. Their school is about to reopen, but there was a sudden holiday declared due to heavy rainfall. Now both of them are spending some time so that they can find out actually, is Mr. Nath a thief? Is Mr. Nath the culprit? Is he the actual crook, or are they mistaken in regarding Mr. Nath as a crook? Now in the next class we will do part 2 to find out who is the real crook. Are Nishad and Maya successful in catching hold of the crook? Is Mr. Nath the crook? We will see all the details in the next class.